Okay, good day, guys. My name is Oku Kenneth. Today we'll be looking at mathematics, specifically circular measurement. Yes. Now, when we consider this as a circle, we know that circle is a plane shape. Okay. From the center of this circle, all parts of this circumference are equidistant. Now, I will start by explaining or giving you the definition of the parts of a circle. Okay, I'll quickly do that. Now, when we consider this as a circle, this is the center of the circle, equidistant from the point. So that is why this outside part of the circle is called the circumference. This is the circumference of the circle. Now, when I bring out just a part of the circumference, if I bring out any part of the circumference out of this total circumference, that part is called an arc. If I bring a line that touches two parts of the circumference, that line is called a chord. But specifically, if a chord passes through the center of the circle, it is called a diameter. So that is why I can tell you that diameter is a type of a chord. From this center of this circle, any line drawn from the center of the circle to any part of the circumference is called the radius. Now, from this center of the circle, if I should draw a straight line from the center of the circle to this chord, that line must act perpendicularly to the chord. Now, if let's say I draw another radius, that will give me 2 radii. Now, having this shape, I can say that any line that touches a point, any line that touches the circle at one point, that line is called the tangent. Now, considering this circle now, let's quickly see some analysis. When we talk about the shape that is formed when 2 radius is combined with an arc, that shape is called a sector. Now, if I should bring out a shaded portion, let's say I bring out this shaded portion, that is, I am cutting this part of the circle out of this major circle. Any part that is being cut out, that part is called the segment. Now, having considered this part of the circle, let us see the analysis involved in this circle. Now, firstly, I want us to start by seeing the analysis of a circumference. In a circumference, one thing we must take note is that the circumference could also serve as the perimeter of the circle. What is perimeter? The perimeter is the total distance covered by the circle or covered by the shape. That is, we can say that whenever we are asked to calculate for the perimeter of a circle, or whenever we are asked to calculate for the circumference of a circle, we quickly know that they are asking us to calculate for the perimeter. Now, the perimeter of a circle is giving us 2 pi r. Now, if this is the perimeter of a circle, like we all know, since this is my diameter will be equal to radius times 2. Therefore, if my diameter is equal to radius times 2, I can say that my perimeter is equal to what? Pi d. And that is why in construction, those of you that have plans to study engineering, or those of you that are into TD, whenever you want to construct cycloid or all those shapes that has to do with circle, to know the length to use, we make use of pi d. Now, having known that, if let's say that a rope is being brought, a particular length of a rope is being brought, and we want to know the number of circles that we can create from that rope, all we have to do is to know that the n, which is the number of circles that can be created, multiplied by the length, will be equal to 2 pi r, where this n is the number of circles that can be created and the l is the length of the rope. In some question, your length could be equal to the distance. Therefore, we can also say nd is equal to 2 pi r. That is that about the circumference of a circle. Now, let us consider this chord. Just like I told you, what is a chord? A chord is a straight line that touches any two parts of the circumference. Now let us quickly see this chord. If let's say over here I have an angle theta, automatically this half, if I should name here alpha, I name this midpoint M, and I name here A, and I name here B. If this is point O serving as the center of the circle. Of course, you will agree with me that the length of the chord will be equal to length AB. Now, if the length of the chord is equal to length AB and M is serving as the midpoint, we can say that length AB will be equal to length AM plus length MB. Now, simply because we know that this particular line is dividing this length AB into two equal parts and it is at right angle, we can say that length AM is also equal to length MB. Therefore, this my formula can turn to length AB equal to length MB plus length MB. Therefore, we say that the length AB will be equal to 2 length MB. Now let's quickly see, if I bring out just this part of the triangle, if I bring out triangle MOB, this is what I'm going to have. This is alpha, here is at 90 degrees, this is point O, this is point B, and this is point M. Considering